Yeah, so Cormac had the tumble yesterday, just not going to risk it. He's got a 600 Supersport campaign to look out for. So, lights coming on. We're going to go racing without our pole man. It's going to be all on here. Great start, Dennis Charlotte on the outside of row number 1. Jesse's got a good line as well. And we've got the KTM New Zealand boys jostling in, but it is going to be Jesse Stroud on the Past Masters Helicraft race team. He's going to lead, but he's got a red hot Dennis Charlotte right in behind him. So this is going to be good. As you've got those two KTM New Zealand boys ready to rock and roll, 3rd and 4th place. We've got a good start from Billy Fuller as well. She's sitting there on the MTF Finance Kawasaki. Harrison Shanks as well. Good start from Harry. He's in about 5th place as we scream down the back straight for the first of 10 times here. Big 10-lap feature race, Neil. Certainly some excitement building in our 300 Supersport paddock.
I tell you what, you haven't got a repeat of your top riders because anybody can chop and change. We saw this here. We had a winner last weekend, Cameron Leslie. The best he could come up was the 5th in the last race because we've now added Jesse Stroud into our field, and Mick is certainly a little bit of a logistics exercise getting man and machine here.
Yeah, it was, as I was saying yesterday, Richie, Neil, sorry, real mission getting the bike down, but we got hold of PTS Logistics and those guys just got it done for us, and Jesse through the bus stop, feeling good on that Ninja. Of course, everyone on the 300 on one set of tyres for the weekend, so, you know, not like the other classes they can bang a new rear on. These guys have got what they qualify on, they've got to run for the weekend. So one new front for qualifying, one new rear, and that's your tyre allocation for the weekend. So they'll be okay now, but in the next race, I think things are going to get a little bit more slippy and slidey. And Dennis, the old campaigner, hanging in there, getting a toe off the KTM down the back straight, and the tailwind down there caught Jesse out in the 600 race, firing him into that corner a little bit hotter than he was expecting, but a nice little battle developing up front.
All right, here we go into the McKissick curve. This is starting to heat up a little bit here. Early stages of a 10-lap Supersport 300 race brought to us by Adrian and the team at Trees and Gardens, your tree and arborist maintenance machines in the South Canterbury and also into the North Otago areas as well. Dennis Charlotte having a little look up the inside. Not quite close enough to have a dive in the hairpin, but he's fired up, ready to go, ready to get his Supersport 300 Championship campaign back on track. It's been catch me if you can in the North Island for Jesse Stroud, and he's going to be the one to beat here as he leads into the bus stop. Dennis Charlotte second, Hamish Simpson right behind. You've got a good start as well from Logan Rowell. He's now fired up as we see a big dive from Hamish up the inside of Dennis, but Dennis quickly shuts the line off. Neil, an experienced campaigner, is going to take a few tricks to pull off a move on Dennis Charlotte around here.
Well, what we found is that, interesting, a few people said before that they thought the KTM would be the bike here because of the punch it's got out of the corners, but in fact it's actually the nimbleness of the bike, and I think that's where the Yamaha's come back into its own. And now you throw the Kawasaki and put Jesse back up there, it's actually a much more even campaign between each of those three manufacturers, and that's what you want. You know, we had a race at Manfield for NZSBK and we did not have a Yamaha on the podium. We haven't seen that ever since this Clark's has been accepted, because Yamaha have been a great mover, and it's not that there's anything bad about them, it's just giving that parity because the other bikes are also on a par now to perform alongside those. So great to see manufacturers are all in there, and Mick, you'd be appreciative that Past Masters green bike having a nudge in there as well. We want to see more brands represented.
Well, you know, and that's the thing, like every dog has its day. I mean, when we were looking after Jacob with Lizard Racing, the KTM was probably the bike to have, and then it was, you know, the following year it was the R3s were just the bike to have, and now the Ninjas come, and the parity sort of is all working. You'll never have 100% parity, but, you know, Dennis is a great rider around levels, and he's hanging in there. But yeah, the little singles do have a bit of mumbo, but the R3's got a lot of manoeuvrability and flickability through the S's, which will really help Dennis through those fast chicanes at bus stop.
All right, here we go. We're out onto the back straight. Still continues to be a lead for Jesse Stroud. But look at Hamish Simpson for the first time. He is as close as he has been to the race lead. Dennis Charlotte in 3rd place. We've got Logan Rowell there. Billy Fuller's now getting excited. Cameron Leslie is in the fight as well. So you've got 3 of those KTM New Zealand boys all within podium contention. You've got the likes of Harrison Shanks and Samuel Guthrie. They're not out of touch either. So any one of these races could win this race from here. We've still got a massive 6.5 laps to go. But Jesse Stroud just seems to be strong enough at all the right areas. Neil, he's got that Past Masters Training Helicraft Ninja 400 just dialed in quite nicely here at the moment.
Well, here we go. In fact, no Cormac in this race, as he's alluded to. He had a crash here yesterday, and there we were. Oh, there we go.
Simpson, yeah, he got the job done. So he got the job done, dived up the inside of the hairpin. And just when we said that Past Master Training Helicraft Ninja 400 was good everywhere, Hamish Simpson's dived up the inside, and now he will lead through the bus stop. Jesse Stroud, Dennis Charlotte still right there. Logan Rouse in 4th place, so still plenty of excitement at the top end here, Neil.
Oh, indeed, looking out for Billy. There she goes, Bill Thrills, Billy Fuller out there as well. You know the name Fuller family. You might have followed them through their many years of cross-country and motocross racing. We've seen Super Dad Mark. We've seen a young Zach as well. But here now is the super little pocket rocket herself, Bill Thrills, Billy Fuller, the tractor driver from North Waikato, pumping them out again in a great run there and taking the advantage up there courtesy of MTF Finance, Wairau Park, and getting the advantage. I think that's going to be around about that 5th place. Yes, it will be, confirming in at 5th at the moment. She is just 0.6 of a second off Logan, who's only 0.3 of a second off Dennis, who's only 0.1 of a second off the next in front of him. So you're seeing it out there. It's a freight train run, and all of these campaigners picking up 2 Kawasaki's to add in there, because not just Jesse, but also with our great Billy in there to add to the realm. So you've got it, I think their top 6 is actually 2 Yamahas, 2 KTMs, and they're along with 2 Kawasaki's punching out better than their weight, going well here at the moment.
All right, out of the hairpin, this is still absolutely anyone's. So we're not even halfway through our 300 Supersport thriller here at Race 2 for the weekend, and the championship starting to heat up as well. Hamish Simpson, he has got a decent little buffer now as he crosses the line and ticks off the halfway stage. Jesse Stroud, Dennis Charlotte, still nothing in that one there. Logan Rao, Billy Fuller, and then Cameron Leslie dives up the inside. He's come to play ahead of Harrison Shanks, so plenty of firepower at the top end, Mick, and absolutely anyone's a race win here.
Oh, absolutely awesome. And just a quick note from yesterday, we were thanking Avalon Biddle for the loan of our van and Jake Lewis. Of course, it's Avalon Lewis now, isn't it? We've all... So the lovely Avalon, thanks to you, Av, thanks to Jake and to Rob, the dad, to organising us and being able to get down here with the Ninja 400. And Jesse's still hanging in there. He'll just take his time and try and save that tyre. So, you know, that's the game round here. A lot of lefts, that big long left round the back. You're on the gas a long way on these 300s. Crank right over. Just hold on to it for that race 3. That's when the battle happened in the Alan Ramage Memorial. It'll be all on in that.
All right, having a look at Dennis Charlotte, having a little look up the inside. Not going to be quite there on Jesse Stroud, but he looks really good through that middle half of the lap here. But it is going to be Hamish Simpson on the KTM New Zealand D6 Motorsport machine. He is the one to beat at the moment, so ticks off another lap. 4 now remaining for Hamish Simpson, Jesse Stroud and Dennis Charlotte. Now starting to find out where they can find a move. Bill Shrills go, Billy Fuller, she's absolutely brilliant now, up into 4th place. And great to have Bill's former New Zealand Jigsaw champion. She's won the Hyasun Cup, the Ninja Cup as well. So a very accomplished rider and getting well into her work. So go Bill's Thrills, up into the top 4 and with some good pace there, Neil.
I want to see Hayden Fordyce. Remember, he got on the podium for this race yesterday. Hayden Fordyce, unbelievable. Our super kid in 150 racing, stepping up to 300s for his first year, and he got on to 3rd place. He's back a little bit at the moment. He was caught up in that next bunch, and he's now made up that group. So if you catch him, you sort of got a double wave almost. So it is that top 7, and Hayden had been the one to draw into that group. There's quite a mega gap after Hayden has gone past. So we're going to be keen to see whether he can jostle his way around there. And have we got Cameron Leslie up into that group as well? We should have had. Yes, he's in the 6th. Logan's there in the 5th. Of course, Billy's gone up to 4. She's the mover and improver of that group as well. So all looking good. People like Sam Guthrie, Harrison Shanks, Kieran Meir back there a little bit. Kieran had a share of bike problems yesterday in the other class, and I think it reflected on his day. Really put a sting into what he was doing, and he'll be a bit gutted with how the days turn out. But here we go for the freight train run. It's all 3. It's all on for the go here, Brad.
Absolutely. So this is starting to heat up. 3 laps to go now, and those 2 are coming for Hamish Simpson. Hamish not going to have this one easy as Jesse and Dennis are right there now. There's a little bit of a gap back to 4th place. Billy Fuller still there ahead of Logan Rao. I then go back to Cameron Leslie and Hayden Fordyce. So that's 4 of them going on 4th, 5th and 6th place with 7th Hayden Fordyce. The podium here yesterday, a highlight of his season so far in 300 racing, and good to have the youth, the experience, everything else in between. We've got all the manufacturers up the front. We are in for a great finish here as we have a look at Jesse Stroud. Have a look, not quite there, but he is starting to heat up, Neil, right at the back end of this race. We've got a massive 2.5 laps to go. This is on.
And we've still got Mick here with us, of course, a former road racer and man who's put so much back into the sport. Mick, your satisfaction with the Team Lizard and the likes of helping these young guns, and particularly around the Stroud family, which you've done for all of them for so long, a real satisfaction for you now that you're off the track?
Oh, Neil, it's like herding cats, you know. It's a challenge. Yeah, like great boys, and I tell you, they've got motorcycle road racing DNA in their blood, those boys. And we've got young Joe coming through. We're working with him at the moment. And, of course, Jesse's really starting to come on. And Jacob turns up at Wanganui, hasn't ridden for a year, and gets a lap record, but Jesse took it off him for about... I think Jacob had the lap record for a lap or so. But, yeah, no, they're great boys. and like I say, it's a real challenge, but it's fun, and yeah, great to see Jesse going so well. But this is a great battle, and there's the old campaigner Dennis just hanging in there. But yeah, that tailwind, real big wind coming through down the back straight there. And Jesse might be able to get through. I think he's just, no, not quite at the end.
He's definitely got that Pastmasters Helicraft Ninja 400 dialed in down that back straight, so maybe he's saving it for the big final lap. Lap and a half to go. We've got to throw it on our hands here. Do not go anywhere, folks. This is going to be one to remember. Trees and Gardens supported Supersport 300. This summer's been one of the classes to watch for sure, and we've got a grandstand finish expected here. Hamish Simpson leads. Jesse Stroud, Dennis Charlotte trying to find a way through into the hair, but not going to happen there. So now we go into turn 9, the little left-hand chute running in towards the bus stop. Man, we've got a thriller. Here's the white flag ready and waiting. We've got one lap to go. This is going to be excitement to the max. Your 3 in contention for podium glory. What order are they going to finish in? We're going to have to find out very shortly. Jesse up the inside into turn 1. What a move. He's now in the box seat.
Got it.
And he's got the pace down the back straight. Advantage Jesse Stroud. This is getting exciting here. Neil, as we see 3 of them going at it.
Oh, that was exactly the right place to pounce indeed, because once you can get the advantage and pull along that straight, this is where the Kawasaki, I think, has got a bit of advantage. See, that's got about 3, maybe 4 bike legs. That's good work now. He watches on the tracks. He's coming right over to the extreme left-hand side of the track to go through there, so there's no room for Hamish to think that he can squeeze through on the inside, and there's Dennis playing the best seat in the house to watch him in 3rd place. They go around that John Jones steel. You could almost put a protractor between them, exactly equal distance as they round through that corner. Spectacular to see. And Jesse in magnificent form here at the moment. I think he can hold on from here, Brad. Let's see whether he can bring it home. Okay, where's that Jesse Stroud fan club? Are you all yelling out there?
Oh, here we go. He gets a really nice line through the McKissick curve. He has got the decent advantage out and towards the hairpin. So Jesse Stroud, right when it counts the most, he has pulled the trigger. He's got Hamish Simpson trying desperately to hang onto the back wheel, but it is all Jesse Stroud at the moment. Dennis Charlotte's just slowly losing touch with the front two as they go into the bus stop. Is Hamish looking for a big move? He's not going to quite be there. It's going to be Jesse Stroud. He's going to take a brilliant race win here. Unbelievable racing from the front 3 as Hamish Simpson comes home 2nd place, and then Dennis Charlotte, the legend, rounds it all out. We've got a good finish there from Cameron Leslie. He'll come through in 4th place ahead of Billy Fuller, Logan Rowell, and then you look out for Hayden Fordyce. So, breathtaking stuff, 300 Supersport. How good is that?
Well, Mick came down to a late demon braking move, and it caught some of them out here yesterday, but certainly Jesse pulled it off. That was the only place he could get past on that track.
Yeah, great race, Neil, and yeah, thanks Brad, thanks Neil. And again, thanks to PTS Logistics, the series sponsor. Bruce up there in the Auckland depot. Andrew dropped the bike to him. They put it on a pallet and sent it down to Chris, the dispatch man down in Christchurch. And Jesse went and picked it up in Avalon Lewis's van, and we got down here, so it's made it all worthwhile. And thanks to the Pastmaster guys, thanks to Helicraft, your support. And thanks to, obviously, Mr. and Mrs. Lewis for their ongoing help in getting us here, and great to see the result. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Mick. Always good to have your influence and your support behind the scenes. You've done it so long and so well. Shout out Tonda Cars and that continued support for our medical support as well. Bring it on. So here we go. Let's go trackside now. Podium is next.
All right, wrapping it up here. Trees and Gardens supported 300 Supersport, and it is another win for Jesse Stroud. Brilliant, right when it counted. Last lap thriller. He gets the job done. Hamish Simpson, he'll be loving his good pace he had there, and he'll be keeping on as far as his championship's concerned on that KTM New Zealand D6 Motorsport machine. Dennis Charlotte gets another trip to the podium, so he's doing a wonderful job this summer, and that will be a star-studded podium. And then you got 4th place for Cameron Leslie. Logan Rowell gets up ahead of Billy Fuller for a top 5. You go to Billy in 6 and Hayden Fordyce running at our top 7. Good top 8 result from Samuel Guthrie ahead of Harrison Shanks and Lucas Scott. Good work from Lucas rounding out our top 10. That is the final race before our lunch break. We're going to take a quick break on the program, but before we do that, we are going to go down to Neil, who will wrap up our brilliant 300 Supersport podium. And congratulations to Jesse Stroud, another one here as we go to Neil.
Just be seeing these other guns and other guys coming over here, and the support being shown around as well. We got Rod from Helicraft, Mick, who we just had as guest commentary, up here to give Jesse the support he deserves. Dennis coming off there, Super Sun Hunter, holding on to the bike for him as well. We've got Hamish who'll come in here as well, so we are all on here at the moment. So Here we are. In fact, we've been talking about it, our parity with the manufacturers, because it's an orange one, it's a blue one, and it's a green one in there, and it's a young one, or shall we say a not so young one in there. Don't want to knock the man, but absolutely exceptional. 40 continuous years of road racing. Do you remember ever your first event, Dennis Charlotte, here at Ruapuna? What's your memory of that far back? Of course, you got your name on that Alan Ramage, that's a moon or two ago, but do you remember your first event?
I can't really remember my first one here, but Brian Bernard gave me my big opportunity racing for Suzuki New Zealand, and I think he only did that because in the Winter Series I served him up on a TZ250 on his GSXR 750, and he was like, we can't have that, we need you on a 600, so you want to come ride a 600 with us, I'm happy to help you.
Yeah, some good memories of those days, and of course that goes back to the late great Tim Gibbs Central Suzuki Series, which was a pioneer for some great racing in New Zealand, so some special memories. But hey, as president of Motorcycling Canterbury, you guys yourself as a club come down and use this facility. You know its value as well, being just up the road for you, Dennis.
Yeah, it's an amazing little track. It takes real skill to ride around here fast. People think it's a little goat track, but it's actually quite fast and flowing, which is quite good for the little bikes. But yeah, it's just a great circuit. It's a great leveler for the power of the bikes as well. So that's good as well.
Thank you, Dennis. Great words of wisdom from the legend himself, and of course contributing back to our sport as a life member of as a board member of Motorcycling New Zealand. Here with Hamish, man, you guys have got to work, don't you?
Yeah, no, I've certainly had a better day than yesterday. I can't say that I'm too upset with the result, even if I did have a couple goes at Jesse here and he managed to fend me off.
Well, indeed, hey, on the team, you guys had your time. You were certainly shining at Ruapuna. This is hard work out here at the tight level circuit.
Yeah, no, in theory the KTM should really suit this track because, you know, it's got the bottom end torque being a single, but these guys are certainly keeping us honest and keeping us on the boil with these bikes. We've had a little bit of trouble dialing in geometry and trying to get everything to work correctly, but I'd say we've got it pretty good now.
Right, hey, what's the news from the team, everybody? We're heading to Invercargill. We're going to the Bird, are we?
Yeah, go down there, do the same stuff, go fast, go around in circles.
Yeah, well done, that's what we want to hear. Well, as long as we continue to do it that way as well. So here we go, Jesse, you only had one opportunity, you had to make the most of it, the dive on the inside, you haven't got the power along the straight, so you had to outride him. How did the move come off?
Oh yeah, it was just carrying him some speed through the bus stop, and yeah, just threw it up into 2-1 and managed to make it stick, but no, just mainly just holding him up for the first half of the race, and then Hamish got through, I had to start pushing again, and he ended up to have a gap, so I had to really work to pull it back, but you know, it was really good, just the boys kept me really honest, and just really had to ride hard for it.
Well, indeed, hey, sitting out there is possibly that brother Jacob, and he's the one that started this game off with the trash talk around the cable. You got any comments to him?
Oh, I mean, he's gone pretty slow now these days, so.
Excellent, hey, is that the fight back? Well done. Well, Jacob all started, he was one that gave us the feedback to say, he sat around the table and he said these guys were going too slow, so he'd come back and said, like, Mick actually did a little bit of a compliment on the fact that you two bros were racing, and now we've got Joe coming on as well. There must be plenty of good table talk going on in the family.
Yeah, there is. Joe's starting to talk it a bit early, but no, definitely with Jacob, I was actually pretty surprised. He went out at Cemetery Circuit first time in a while, and there was points in the race where I thought he could actually win this one, but nah, I guess it was a good race, and big ups to them. So yeah.
Well done, there it is, the fabulous Stroud family, part of us, but here we are with the Yamaha, with the Kawasaki, with the KTM. Our brands are well represented, the teams are fired up. We're loving our 300 racing out here today, so well done, and the sportsmanship goes all around. Do stay with us, folks, plenty more good racing to come. We're taking a lunchtime break here with our program, and we're back. We're going to repeat all of this again this afternoon, so loving every bit of it. Well done, guys. So there it is, D6 Motorsport KTM New Zealand, along with Taskmasters, MTF Finance, Helicraft, Kawasaki out there, of course with the motor mechanics, and Mr. Dennis Charlotte himself making our lineup as well. So all part of our valuable lineup. As we said before, folks, a little bit of a break time here now as we're going right through our program. We can also just let you know that there is a change of order for our last round, because we have our 300 feature at the end, the Alan Ramage Memorial, and we're just going to move those guys further up and bring the sidecars into place so that we have a bigger gap on our program afterwards. But you'll follow it all through here this afternoon. For those those of you at home on Ctas, you got time, you might nearly get the lawns done, but I tell you what, if you were here, Mackenzie, Central Otago, South Canterbury, there is a lawn mowing ban unless you're in a residential area. That's what a spark can do around this country. You've probably seen it out on the track. This is browner than the Sahara at the moment. So we're taking a break. We're lubing the tonsils. The marshals are coming off the track. They'll be melting in the heat out here as well. We're just absolutely loving it. This is round number 4 of the PTS Logistics New Zealand Superbike Road Race Championship, coming to you here from the Levels Raceway, hosted by South Canterbury Motorcycle Club and our family of clubs. Round number 4 of the 6, still 4 weeks away to the mighty Burt. Never had NZSBK at the Burt. Man, oh man, bring the best motorcycle event the Burt bring out. A major championship NZSBK together. It's going to be absolutely explosive, and love to see you there at Teretonga to watch that one. And of course, a few weeks after that, we're going to the beautiful Hampton Downs, North Waikato, and our feature finale with the Auckland Motorcycle Club and Moto Fest, brought to us by Star Insure. That'll be an exceptional event. Once again, to be joined by MotoGP legend and commentator Simon Crafer, along with the likes of Kroll and Slidey and others. So we're going to have an absolute feast and fun at that ultimate event in our championship this year. And you can get tickets for MotoFest as well. Check it out at motofest.co.nz. Stay with us, everybody. More great racing to come here from beautiful Timaru this afternoon. Cheers.